What's up, guys? As you already probably know, the Zombieland Saga dropped into the game. The collab is going on. We got new units into the game, which still haven't even had a chance to summon for, but I'm going to be doing those probably after this video. We got a new boss event along with the new units. That's what we're going to be taking a look at. It's pretty standard with what we're getting, but we are getting a unit along with this. So we're going to take a look at the team, talk about the team I'm taking into the event, and then we're going to take a look at the shop, then a bunch of mats, the usual stuff along that road. But for the team, tried out a few things. I tried out Light Fever, I tried out an Orville team, and then I tried out an Elia team, and I actually ended up enjoying the Elia team a lot more than the Orville team. I am running the Anniversary Neftum. She's sitting in the middle. If you guys are wondering why is she there, that's not a Fever team that you're on. I'm not running her because of the Fever. I am running her because she gives 100% skill gauge to light units with her ability 1. That is what I want, and she does need to be in that main slot for all her abilities. When this unit is a main unit, needs to be in that main slot. We want to get our skills going as quickly as possible. You can run the Albert, the little 2-star grass owl, behind her as well if you want to even give more skill damage increase, but was enjoying the recover with the Heimdall sword, with the Ralzelt and the Obstructor attack, and it was just, this was a lot of fun. I was enjoying this build. As some of you guys may remember, Kiana is the light 4-star who also happens to be one of my favorite units in the whole game. So if there's a chance that I can use her on a team, I am going to use her. I'm very happy how this turned out. Team starts with all their skill gauges going. Elia goes first, and then it's followed up with the Neftum and the Kiana columns, then refilling the gauge of the Elia, and it cycles from there. I never felt like I was in trouble with HP. The recover from Ralzelt always seemed to be enough. The teammates that I was going in with, they never really seemed to have healers as well. So this isn't a hard boss fight. It is a little longer than some. I had a quick run of like 2 minutes and then a pretty average run of about 3 minutes, 30 seconds to 4 minutes, depending on the co-op mates that hopped in. But this team is just doing what light skill damage does. You are just cycling through your skills, you are stacking the light crest bow, you are increasingly hitting this guy harder and harder. If you don't have the light crest bow, it's not a problem. You can use the Administrator Godly weapon there. You don't have to worry about having the light crest bow. It's not going to be the end of the world. But with this team, it just stacks up quicker and quicker, and with the new quality of life updates, which that video should be live by the time you guys see this, you can see this team is getting a almost 700% skill damage modification when everything is maxed out on the Elia column, so we want that to cycle up as much as possible. You have the 200% direct attack damage, which we're not too worried about there, and you're getting a 455% increase to attack when all totaled up together. Elia's going to start popping off some pretty hard-hitting skill shots. So this team, it's been fine, honestly. Like, you don't need Orville to do this boss. You can use Orville. You don't have to have Elia there. I wanted to use Elia, so I was using Elia. I was using Orville earlier, still put out ridiculous numbers as the lead. If you don't have Neftum, I know some of you guys don't have Neftum, you can sort over to the light units. Oh, another update. I don't even think I talked about this in the quality of life update. You can now filter by name. You can now search through units a little better. Just more stuff, you know, just more amazing things that they've thrown into the game. But we're going to look at light units. If you did pull the new support from the last banner, you can throw her up there. If you're having trouble surviving still, you can switch Ralzelt up to the main row. You can have him up there taking your damage. You can have the Lamilia in the back healing. You guys don't need the Neftum. Neftum just causes the explosiveness. When you have Neftum, you get that 100% skill gauge. All your columns are going to go right away, so you're going to start stacking ahead of teams that don't have that ability to start stacking right away. So it's not bad if you don't have her. You're just not going to be as explosive right out of the gate. It is something you don't even actually, probably you don't even need the new units. You could literally probably do an old school, just kind of heal skill damage. If you're feeling really confident, you could probably get away with just having the Albert behind the Ralzelt, and I wouldn't even think about it at that point. I would just go, I'd take it and run with it. I mean, you really don't need to worry too much about having the crazy new units for this. You'll be doing just fine with any kind of just built up skill damage team. You don't have to worry about being caught up with the new units, but if you have them, you can use them. It's just very flexible against this boss. But if we look at the shop, not only are we getting the, and the solo boss challenge, another video, man, worldflipper is just throwing us content. This is crazy. The item exchange here, you have your usual, you have your tickets, you have your ingot. We have a new unit. It was a free-to-play unit, which you did get a copy as well just from accessing the story event. You got one just from reading the story. We have the 3 new 5-star weapons. You have a set of light and I think light and dark elements. And then you have your Dreamer's Crest, your XP, your right pieces. So this is just a way, again, guys, to stack up with the mana board 2 being here and how much resources that takes. Getting any materials like this pretty much for free. And honestly, I feel like I've barely touched this event. I literally turn on the auto repeat feature, which is new with the quality of life update, and I just had it running all day at work. I just maxed out my stamina as much as I could preemptively going into this, let it run. People kept joining, it kept cycling and running. It was on the charger, and I could just buy out the shop probably. So this is a fantastic system. I am happy that this is here. We're going to take a look here first at the weapons, and we'll take a look at the unit. I know Sir Hollis pointed out I didn't talk about this unit in my last video, but we're going to talk about her in this video, so we'll get to her in a moment. First armament of the video, we have the Maidens Ribbon. This is going to be while power flip damage buff is active, you're going to get 80% attack to the leader, and then while this unit is a water unit, 15% to the time power flip damage buff is active for the party, so it is a water power flip weapon. You are going to get attack gain to the leader. You're going to extend the time the power flip buff damage is active for the party, so you can extend your water power flip shenanigans here. You have the familiar sunglasses. This is going to give 15% to light resistance for this unit, and then when this unit is a dark unit, every 3 times this unit destroys a foe, plus 5% to power flip damage to a maximum of 100%. So now we have the dark power flip weapon. You're getting resistance, you're getting a little bit tanky. You have that ability again where it's saying when this unit destroys a foe, increase your damage. So this is a conditional effect, which I tend to shy away from because not every dungeon can accommodate those effects. It is varying in how good and how effective those can be, but that is a dark power flip support armament. And then lastly, we have the bandages, and at max, when a skill is activated by this unit, you're going to get 12% attack for light units to a maximum of 60%, and then a 10% HP increase for this unit. So if you have a light unit that can cycle a lot of skills and you want to increase the attack for light units up to 60%, that is a huge just bonus there. You have your skill damage, you have your attack, you can multiply them into each other. You can get these values of all of your numbers, and the new system for your team is going to show you those values, show you the exact percentages of how those columns are going to affect each other. So if you want an increase to your light team, you don't feel like it's hitting as hard enough, then you've got another armament here. But we also have the other unit. She is a dark 4-star. We can hop on over to the unit section. She came along with the story. You can grab copies from the event shop as well. We can take a look at her. Do have Yamada. Yamada is going to give us power flip and multi-ball support for dark. I'm running dark multi-ball currently on my JP version of the game, and that team literally can take on any event that's come up. It's got their 2.5 anniversary going on right now in JP, and every boss battle and every event that's going on, I just throw the dark multi-ball team into it and it's good to go. I'm not running this unit in particular, but dark multi-ball does become a thing in the future. So for here, we're getting 75% to power flip damage at 5% HP for multi-balls. Skill 1, 10% to power flip damage while buff is active for leader, 10% to power flip damage every 4 times this unit destroys a foe. Another conditional effect there. You get 2.5% to power flip damage to a max of 25 when this unit is a main unit. For that ability 3, while there are 1 or more multi-balls, plus 62.5% to power flip damage. As you guys know, when you feed into the mana board, these percentages and effects increase. So if you have some dark power flip team that you want to use and you really think you can utilize and you want to start messing around with dark power flip support, this is something that you can use. So any free unit is pretty nice to have. Well, that's not exactly true, but some of the free units I wouldn't want to use, but there are definitely some that can be useful in their own weird niche ways. So it is nice just to see that we are getting something like this. I hope this event is going well for you guys. And just to touch on, we do have promo missions going on as well. They're just giving out so much stuff. If you do the Zombieland Saga promo missions, round 1 and 2, you're going to get a 10-pull ticket again at the end. So they're just handing out more multis. You're getting armament summoning tickets, more mana board mats. Guys, this is just free stuff, so make sure you don't miss out on this. Make sure you're grinding this event out. You guys have probably already bought out the shop by the time you're watching this. Thank you again for stopping by. I really do appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to get a mana board 2 video up as soon as possible. See you guys in the next video. Peace.